Okay, welcome to Myke's Sports Picks. This is going to be a short and sweet video on why Jon Jones is not going to beat Gustafsson in the second fight. So let's go over the obvious. Jon Jones has been out for, over a year. He's been doing some heavy lifting. He's been gaining a whole bunch of weight. He's been losing a bunch of weight. He's been going through, some MMA, some jiu-jitsu tournaments, trying to stay relevant. I don't know about sparring, but I can't really see him sparring super heavy since he's not in the camp and he's a dangerous guy. Nobody's going to really get in there and spar with him. So that's the obvious, so you can chalk that up to ring rust. But the point I'm going to make in this video is actually I don't believe he's the GOAT. He's a really good person or a player. He's a good fighter. But if you look at his opponents and his physical advantage that he has over them, he's been winning off of his craftiness and his physical advantage, which to me doesn't constitute somebody who can be considered the GOAT. If you take somebody who's naturally 250 pounds and somehow they miraculously drop 50 pounds in a weight cut and qualify for light heavyweight and then blow back up to 250 pounds, yeah, they're gonna be beating a lot of people with marginal skill set. And that's, to me, what you have in Jon Jones. You have somebody who's 6'3". He's one of the tallest people, or taller people, in the light heavyweight division. He's got, I believe, the second longest reach, 84 inches. It's ridiculous. And he's young, and I believe he was one of the younger fighters in history, not the youngest, but one of the younger fighters in history to get the belt. So with his skill set, he's got great low kicks, but he manages distance well. A lot of tall fighters don't do that very well. He manages distance well with his kicks. But the point I want to make here is the problems that he's had in his career have come in recent times against Ovince St. Preux and against Gustafsson. And if you look down this list of the people that he's beat in recent history, Mauricio Shogun Rua, not that tall. Quentin's kind of big, not that tall. Lyoto Machida, not that tall. Rashad Evans, Vitor, Chael, these are all shorter, smaller people. And then you run into Alexander Gustafsson. He's just as tall, and his physical attributes, are comparable to Jon Jones. He had problems with him. And you can say Gustafsson is a very skilled person, and that's also a fact. So you have somebody who's just as skilled or very skillful with the same or similar physical attributes, tall, long, great boxing. And then you come over to Ovince St. Preux. This was after a long layoff for Jon Jones. And again, this fight went under the radar. Everybody chalked it up to Jon Jones has ring rust and this is the worst he's ever been. But they don't really make the correlation that he does not perform well against people with the same physical attributes as him. Ovince St. Preux. I believe Ovince St. Preux could have done better, a lot better. He was gun shy in that fight, if you remember. It was a lot of stagnation and standing around. Alexander Gustafsson, when I watched it live, I thought Alexander won. I watched it again later and I said, okay, well, yeah, there's a little argument to say that Jon Jones won. But he's coming off again a long layover. He's fighting another person with similar. He's taller than him. Gustafsson's 6'5", Jon Jones is 6'4". That's interesting. They have him at 6'3" in this other one. Ha! Maybe he grew. And the reach is 79 inches, but with this 1 inch reach advantage and Gustafsson's ability to manage distance, he gave him a hard time. He gave him a hard time because of his height. He gave him a hard time because of his length and his distance management. He's a better boxer than Jon Jones, and Jon Jones really, I believe he's going to come into this fight bigger, thicker, more muscular. You're going to see him more muscular, but he's coming out of this camp fighting with a training partner from, I believe, Russia, who's a boxing champion. I believe he's Olympian. But with that said, Gustafsson has those skills already. He's not going into a camp and brushing up on skills or trying to work on skills. He has those skills. Jon Jones does not. So I don't believe you can go into one camp. I think that's something that you have to work on for years. Whether he was doing that over his break, we don't know. The only moment of pause that I can see coming into this fight is that Gustafsson, through his own doing, did not stay active. Here's Jon Jones, who was out because he was suspended. I believe Gust has maybe one fight since then. That makes no sense why he would be almost just as inactive as Jon Jones, and he's not suspended. I'm waiting for the championship fight. You're also being very inactive. You're not making money. You're not getting your name out there. So if we look at his fight history also, since Jon Jones, let's see here, Anthony Johnson, here we go. Nope, that's Cormier. That's somewhere around here. Here we go. Okay, so he has, since Jon Jones has been out, is what I really want to say. Since Jon Jones has been out, I believe he's only had a couple of fights. So this Arlovsky, what is it, September 3rd, 2016 was Jon Jones. September, June, July, August, September. Yeah, so 2 fights over that time frame against Glover, who was a good fighter, and he waxed him. And John Blachowicz, which I can't remember the fight. He won by a unanimous decision. But to the higher calibers, I don't believe Jan Blachowicz is just as good. So anyways, this is Myke Sports Picks. I'd hate to, pick against Jon Jones, but these are the little things that play into the results of fights. And I think, and you saw how busted up Jon Jones was. It's going to be a hard fight for him. So again, on my Myke Sports Picks page, I always do contests. Well, this is the start, but I will always do contests. All the subscribers will have an opportunity to get in on the contest. Go to DraftKings. I'll give you the link in the description. Create a profile. It's all free. With free means there's no cash bonus, but in the future I will start making cash prizes for all of the events. Come and compete with all the other subscribers. Talk all the mess you like. Keep it friendly in the comment section, and I'll see you in a future fight.